The Knights of the Round Table, men of legend and mythology, united together under their king, Arthur, puller of Excalibur and leader of men. The knights have relocated to a distant land with nothing but the armor on their backs. They come in search of the Holy Grail, but first they need to stay alive in this harsh new environment. King Arthur takes charge of preparing everyone's meals as he's the best cook and sees himself as a bit of a Gordon Ramsay type.
Where's the lamb sauce?
He delivers delicious weak stews as the men work on building a mess hall suitable for a king and his men. Sir Kay, itching for a bit of action, trains his melee stat on the local wildlife. If you haven't yet noticed, the knights are proud warriors who only use melee weapons so they can look their enemies in the eyes as they vanquish them. The mess hall is complete and ready for all the hearty meals and banter that shall take place there. With many mouths to feed, the men gather berries to supplement their food reserves while the rice grows. The stone hearth is lit and the place is feeling a lot cozier. Dear Diary, we've settled into the new base nicely. The purple rash on my downstairs area will not stop itching, and I'm too embarrassed to show anyone. The sooner we find this Holy Grail, the sooner I can use its power to heal it. The men work on a wall to defend the base from attackers and to give it a proper castle vibe. Gather round, men. I appreciate everyone's hard work on erecting this base. Erecting. Is something funny, Lancelot? No, sir. Good. Anyway, the walls of the mess hall are especially nice hard wood. Nice hard wood. What the hell is so bloody funny? Nothing, sir. Please continue. Yes, well, the walls are smoothed down nicely, so that I can rub my hands up and down the wood and... Oh, you know what? Forget it. I wanted to show some appreciation to you all, but clearly you're all very immature. Dear Diary, the men kept laughing at me yesterday when I tried to give a speech. Clearly they don't respect me. I pulled the legendary sword Excalibur from the stone when no one else could, for God's sake. Isn't that enough? Wait, maybe they know about my little issue downstairs. No, there's no way they know about that. I've not told anyone about that. We get our first raid, and it's a man with a spear. He's taken out without any issue, and the men celebrate with a stew around his corpse, as is tradition. We build a prison, ready to hold slaves, and King Arthur sends some men to conquer a nearby settlement and bring its wealth back to him. The men are ambushed by a single fool with a crossbow. One of the knights managed to tame a buffalo, which will come in handy during the future crusades. The men arrive at their destination, and holy crap, that's a lot of enemies. With the odds stacked heavily against them, they run away. They return to the base with heads held low. Lancelot, you return. Here to give me your report, I presume? Yes, sir. Well, how rich did you make me? Well, sir, there were far too many of them, and so we, ran away. You did what? We were heavily outnumbered. We didn't stand a chance. The Knights of the Round Table never run away. Next time you're outnumbered, you fight anyway, and you die for your king. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Did anyone see you running away, like little girls? No, sir. Good. You at least didn't ruin our reputation. Now get out of my sight. Gaheris, I heard you were injured in combat. Yes, sir. Well, at least someone around here isn't afraid of a fight. Jeez, he made a mess of you. He must have been a big man to leave you like this. It wasn't human, sir. Oh, so it was a big gnarling beast, was it? It was a goose, sir. A giant goose, at least? No, a regular goose. You have to be kidding me. We get attacked by a large group as we defend a shuttle. For Camelot! It's a victory for Camelot. We purchase a child slave to work in the fields. He has no skills for now, but we'll build him up into a planting machine. To reward the men for their recent victory, Arthur starts work on individual rooms for the men, which should improve their mood. It's really starting to look like a castle now, that's pretty cool. Gaheris builds an improved blacksmith forge so he can craft more deadly weapons. After some very high IQ calculations, I decide that the Warhammer is the most deadly weapon, and we start crafting them. A growing army is expensive, so we plant some drugs as a side hustle for a little extra cash. Galahad goes into a sadistic rage and attacks the prisoner and gets his ass beat. Pathetic. Palamedes collapses to the ground with an extreme plague. The medical team do everything they can, but unfortunately, he passes. Which is really annoying because he was my best builder. We gather here today to remember the life of Palamedes, who was taken from us so suddenly. And no, he may not have been the greatest warrior, but damn, that boy could build. And without a roof over our heads and a bed to sleep on, what would we be? Nothing. That's what. He was as much of a knight of the Round Table as any of you. Rest in peace. First Warhammer is crafted, and it's wielded by Marshall, the newcomer, as he is the best melee stat. He goes to test it out on a guinea pig. Nice. A gang of alpaca come for revenge for the guinea pig, but stand no chance against the might of Camelot. We agree to help a man who claims to know the location of a key outpost, and will also join our ranks. If you're joining us, you need to drop this cowardly projectile weapon. Speaking of cowards with projectile weapons, here comes the raiders. We head out to meet them head on. We swarm them with our greater numbers, giving them little time to react. Grenade explodes, injuring Geraint badly, and he's down. The able-bodied men head over to the next group of assailants, now filled with rage at the sight of their own blood. The remaining stragglers are cleaned up, and it's another victory for the knights. But some of the men are extremely injured, and are gonna need the best medical care if they're gonna make it. The person who just joined dies from his wounds, possibly because I made him fight without a weapon. Most of Geraint's body was torn to shreds by a grenade, and things are not looking good for him. You stay with me, goddammit! I'm scared, Bedivere. I'm so cold. Stop talking. You're gonna be okay. I'ma pet you up real good. I'm done for, my friend. The angels are calling me. Don't you die on me, goddammit! Geraint succumbed to his injuries. It was a dark day for everyone. All hell is breaking loose. Kay has gone berserk and is attacking everyone. Kay, I get you've been for a lot, but you gotta stop this, goddammit. We've all been for a lot. He takes out Gaheris, then sets his sight on Kim the Koala. No, not Kim. Don't do it. Oh God. Okay, this has to be stopped. This has gone far enough, Kay. Kay is taken out, put to bed to await medical treatment. We gather here today to celebrate the life of Geraint. He was a proud warrior who gave his life for Camelot and died protecting his fellow comrades. He was a big lover of puns, so I'm going to tell you a pun in his honor. What do you call a night in a cannibal village? Canned food. Okay, how about this one? How can you tell a sword is a knight's favourite weapon? He doesn't use a Lancelot. Geraint will be remembered. Rest in peace. We lost a lot that day, but we discovered the location of a hideout, which probably has decent loot. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. And thank you to everyone who subscribed so far. I really appreciate it. We've recently reached 200 subs, which is a lot quicker than I expected, so that's really cool. And I'll see you in the next video.